You're listening to Permission To, the podcast where we dive into the science and soul of owning your worthiness as a perfectly imperfect human being. I'm your host, Sam Dhu, psychotherapist, positive psychology coach, mama to a beautiful 5-year-old Amelie, and passionate advocate for living an inspired life. My aim is to show you that you have full permission to own your worthiness so that you can embrace your true nature and begin walking boldly toward your dreams. Let's dive in. Well, hello there. Welcome. I'm coming to you from my home in Fremantle, WA. It's a rainy day and I'm all rugged up and deliciously cozy. We're actually in the process of moving house, so I have kind of locked myself away from the chaos and it feels so good to be here. I'm feeling a combination of excitement and nerves because I'm going to share with you parts of my life and stories that I have never shared on other platforms before. Permission To is all about risking being alive, owning our worthiness, building trust within ourselves, and leaning into vulnerability and fear. How can I ask you to do those things if I'm not willing to go there myself? Mostly, I'm feeling gratitude for you being here and being able to connect with you in this way. So today I'm going to share a little bit about what you can expect from this podcast and also introduce myself as your host. It's really important to me that given that this is the first time I'm communicating with you, that I honor this land and where it is that I'm showing up from. I would like to acknowledge this land where I am coming to you from is the traditional land of the Wadjuk people, and that I deeply respect and honor their spiritual relationship with their country. So for those of you who don't know me, I am Sam Dhu, and as you already know, I'm a positive psychology coach and qualified psychotherapist with over 15 years experience. I'm also a mama of a delightful 5-year-old. I'm someone who loves to dance, a total foodie, and a lover of deep and meaningful conversations. I hate small talk, so we'll be avoiding that here on the podcast. Born and raised in country Western Australia, I knew from a young age that I was here to do meaningful work, to serve others. So I started studying social work at the age of 18, straight out of high school, and I began working as a social worker at the age of 21. I loved my work, but as someone who just tended to naturally put others first, I didn't realize that it was possible to work in a way that served others and also served myself. I was forever putting others first in my relationships and in my work. And this left me with a variety of mental health challenges and personal challenges, burnout, and it led to me attending therapy, which was pretty life-changing. And that's when I decided to train to become a psychotherapist. And then my beautiful daughter was born, and she inspired me to start my own business so that I could do the work I love, but on my terms. And I've become so passionate about permission to put myself first and to serve others in a way that is aligned to my hopes and dreams too. So now here I am living a life full of mostly joy, nurturing a family that I adore, running a 6-figure business on my terms, and serving the most inspiring women through my online business. So you are in the right place right now if you want to build a life that feels magical and joyful. This is so possible for you. In all honesty, I want you to know though that I am not a woman who was born confident or someone who could always own my worthiness. In fact, I believe that one of the reasons I know so much about worthiness is because I had to go through my own battles with my self-esteem and worthiness as a teenager and into my late 20s. It's not something that has come easily or quickly for me. I've done a lot of work on myself. I've invested a lot in myself. And what I know to be true is that I am proof that it's worth it. The inner work is the most rewarding thing that I've ever done. So what can you expect from me in Permission To? Each podcast is going to be a giant permission slip for you to take imperfect action in all areas of your life. Permission to stop drowning under a mountain of pressure and guilt by creating boundaries. To stop saying yes when you really want to say no. To start experiencing more joy and rest. to start living from a place of courage, and to start being unapologetically, unabashedly wholly you. I will be having a combination of guest and solo episodes, and we are going to include strategies, mindset tools, and life hacks from an experienced therapist. As I said before, I'm also going to take you into my life in a way that I haven't shared on social media. And you are going to get to know Sam and a whole nother side of me. It's going to be a family affair, and you are going to be meeting my mum, my dad, my husband. And let me get this clear. Permission to is not about fixing ourselves, because we are not a problem to be solved. We are not broken. I hate that the personal development world has led to so many women feeling like they are not enough, like they should always be happy, or that they need to be fixed. Permission to is about becoming more like ourselves, to stop pretending that we are someone else. It's stepping into our confidence and radically accepting ourselves as we are perfectly imperfect. So please know that I will not be editing perfectly these episodes, because life is too short to aim for perfection. And in all honesty, that would be a barrier for me getting this out to you and out into the world. As a recovering perfectionist, I need to be okay with things being imperfect, or they just never get done. So if you hear a few ums, or you hear me stumble over my words, just know that I am giving you permission to take imperfect action just like me. Oh gosh, just so excited and happy to be here. I'm going to finish this episode up with a quick request. I would be so grateful if you could leave me a 5-star review on iTunes and follow me on iTunes. My mission is to help every woman in the world own her worthiness and step into her confidence, to know that she is enough and that she doesn't need to prove this to anyone. Your review will give me the best possible chance to get this podcast visible and to get my message out there into the world. Thank you so much.